Hello and welcome to the Federal. The Haryana elections are round the corner. The polling is to happen on the 5th of October. The last date for candidates to file nominations is tomorrow, that is the 12th of September. Uh, we still don't know the full list of candidates, even though there's just a day remaining now for the nominations to be over. The Congress is yet to declare a bulk of its MLAs. They've so far come out with two lists, a total of 41 candidates as of now. The BJP has declared 67. We still need to know the rest from both these parties. The Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress, which were in talks for an alliance, a very last minute alliance, are no longer exploring that possibility. The Aam Aadmi Party has gone ahead and announced its candidates on several seats, including the seat from which Mr. Bhupinder Singh Hooda of the Congress, the uh, self-proclaimed front runner for the chief minister's post from the Congress's ranks, is contesting. The constituency is in the Rohtak district, Gadi Kiloi Sampla, and uh, he's filed his nominations, all nomination papers today. This is turning out to be a very interesting election. The BJP has been in power in the state for 10 years, 5 years, 2014 to 2019, with an absolute majority, in coalition with Dushyant Chautala's Jannayak Janata Party for 5 years, or less than 5 years, because Mr. Chautala walked out just before the Lok Sabha elections. So 2019 to 2024. Coalition government, now, as the Congress keeps calling it, a minority government for the last 6 months. And it's facing anti-incumbency, it's facing anger from the Jat community, which is a formidable voting community in voting bloc in Haryana. It's facing anger of the farmers, predominantly Jats again in Haryana. Of course, it has problems in the Mewat region, which is predominantly a Muslim community stronghold. It has issues with on questions of women's safety, on questions of unemployment. The Congress has fielded wrestler and Olympian Vinesh Phogat, who took to the streets along with other women wrestlers, as well as Bajrang Punia, another Olympian, in protest against alleged sexual misconduct, sexual harassment by Brijbhushan Sharan Singh, the former WFI chief and a former BJP MP. Vinesh has been given a ticket by the BJP. She'll be contesting from Jalana. So, very interesting contests. I have with me today Mr. Anil Tyagi, a senior journalist, editor of uh, the GFiles magazine. It's a magazine that deals a lot in bureaucracy, but why we have Mr. Anil Tyagi today on our show is because he's also an authority on Haryana and its politics. I vividly recall discussing during the Lok Sabha elections with Mr. Tyagi what his assessment of the situation in Haryana was. And he was perhaps the only one who told me that he's very convinced that it will be 50-50, the Congress 5 and the BJP 5. And he gave me the likely breakup of the seats along with the likely vote shares and how much the Congress candidates are going to poll, by what leads they will win, by what leads the BJP will win. And the result, as it happens, turns out the way Mr. Tyagi had predicted it, based on his analysis and his uh, understanding of the ground situation in Haryana. So we thought, who better than Mr. Anil Tyagi to discuss the upcoming assembly elections in Haryana with. So, Anilji, welcome. And let me start off with asking you, what are your preliminary thoughts on the elections? As I said, we still don't know all the candidates, but we know what the ground situation in Haryana is like. What are your preliminary views on the situation in Haryana, and which way are the political winds blowing?
Thank you, Puneet, for calling me on this show and praising a lot about me, though I'm not that having that kind of a command, but I have traveled Haryana last year completely from one end to another. So that gave me an edge on others to feel the place from the ground zero. And I was there last month also. They are in the stronghold of the BJP dominated area like the Ambala, Karnal, Kurukshetra area. I was there for almost spent near about 10 days there. And so the situation, what you asked me, and the obvious scenario which is appears is the BJP wanted to have the multi-corner contest, and they have been succeeding in this effort. And now it is there are four parties: the Lokdal, the Abhay Singh Chautala, and the Om Prakash Chautala, and his son, with the alliance with the BSP. Second is the JJP, Jananayak Janata Party, another outfit of the Chautala family that is called Dushyant Chautala and his Abhay Chautala's brother Ajay Chautala and his brother Digvijay Chautala. This all trio has aligned with the Chandrasekhar of the UP. I do not know whether he has got any vote there in the Haryana or not, but the alliance is there. And AAP has announced till today, till yesterday, 20 seats. Whether they have the votes or not, but they are there in the fray. And BJP is already there, and the Congress is there. Congress is not. AAP tried, Rahul Gandhi tried, everybody tried the alliance, but AAP doesn't have any significance presence there in the state. AAP, so let me discuss and explain the AAP to your viewers.
Yes.
Basically, the all leaders of the AAP are the basically breakaway, splintered and disgruntled elements from the different political outfits where they could not get any place or any seat in the respective parties in the Haryana field. So these leaders are locating their uh, political space in the Haryana, and everybody tries in the democracy. That is a democracy. You can't stop them. But whether they will get any seat or not, I doubt. And now you see, you have asked me the initial hiccups. The Congress party is very hesitant because near about 2,500 applicants for 90
Yeah.
seats have come. So they have a tough choice. And I always call it's now not a Haryana state. It is a Haryana estate. So 1,50,000 crore rupees housing inventory is pending there in the Gurgama, and 50,000 crore rupees in housing inventory is pending in the Panchkula. So it's a 2 lakh crore rupees business out of the government budget is there. So it's almost say around 1.2 trillion dollar money is involved in this election. You must understand.
Right.
So it's a huge sum stake is available, and these politicians, you must remember, are not there to serve the Haryana or to do the welfare of the Haryana or to serve the community of the Haryana. They want to have a pie from the exchequer and the treasury as their share, and how much they can dig out, that has to be seen. That is the scenario.
That's a very interesting point. Of course, real estate has been something in Haryana that's been the source of all kinds of things: controversies, politics, electoral domination, etc. But let me ask you, Anilji, we're a day away from the last day of filing nominations. As you pointed out, the Congress had over 2,500 applications, of people who wanted to contest elections. There are only 90 assembly segments, and even on the 41 seats that they have so far announced, there have been, uh, rebel candidates coming up, people expressing their discontent over ticket distribution. In the BJP, the situation is the same. Massive rebellion from various leaders. A lot of this is, of course, expected. During elections in every state, we see rebel candidates coming up. We see people expressing unhappiness over ticket distribution. But the point is, you're a day away from the last day of filing nominations. It's largely a bipolar state. The Congress has been claiming that they're extremely confident of a sweep in Haryana, and we see them struggling to announce candidates. Similarly, the BJP, 10 years in power, they've announced, okay, 67 candidates so far, but still struggling to announce the remaining candidates. Maybe because of infighting, maybe because they want to wait to see what the Congress has in mind, and the Congress may be waiting to see who the BJP is fielding. But this dragging their feet, the two major political parties, on announcing candidates. Do you see any impact of this and how do you view this whole situation?
I'll tell you systematically both the parties, so that you will understand, our viewer will understand.
Yeah,
To understand the BJP in the state, I'm sorry to say, and people will be surprised to know about that. In Haryana, there is no BJP. It is a conglomeration, amalgamation, or assembly of the paratroopers and the defectors and the opportunists. The people who were originally the emergence of the BJP in Haryana started from Devilal. He used to hold the hand of the Mughals and from Rohtak, because he used to have the Bania community with him and the Punjabi community with him. Devilal started giving the stretches to them to walk in the state. But the real scene came when the Bansilal era, when Bansilal formed the coalition government, and then they had the major pie there in the government, the ruling
yeah,
coalition. And after that, the BJP was totally sidetracked because the Chautala came. Chautala totally smashed them. Chautala never cared for them. Bhupendra Hooda never the thing. Then the
yeah,
era of the Narendra Modi came. When the Narendra Modi era came, the Om Prakash Chautala was in jail. The corruption charges were there. There was no alternate. Otherwise, there has been a traditional fight in Haryana between the Jat party Devilal and the non-Congress party, non-Jat party, the Congress and all that party, like
yeah,
this. But that space was taken by the BJP because of that opportunity was given by Narendra Modi. So the people who were not even associated with the BJP saw an opportunity and jumped into the BJP. And when they jumped, the ground was not there. BJP is only for your viewership. I'll tell you, BJP's presence is only on GT Road. It starts from Ambala and ends at Dabchek. There is both the sides of the GT Road, there is no BJP. That is the interior of the Haryana, the villages. Both the sides, between Jamna and the GT Road, and another GT Road to Punjab and Rajasthan, there is no BJP. There's only on the GT Road. That starts from Ambala, Karnal, Panipat, Sonipat, Patli, Rohtak, Faridabad, Palwal, Hodal, Dabchek, like this, or partly Gurgaon. This is the BJP segments. So now, if you see, had they been so powerful, they have given the ticket to new faces ticket from Beri, Kosli, Rewari, Slana, Smalkha, Munana, Thanesar, Piova, Gadi Sampla, Sonia, Dabwali, Badada, Barwala, Ukalana, Mehem, Safido, Gurgaon. Had they been having the traditional leadership there, they would not have allotted, or the 16 tickets would not have gone. Can you believe it? So
right,
now BJP, what BJP has done is that BJP has just amalgamated all the caste. They have applied the Devilal formula. Now they have given the 16 tickets to Jats, 11 tickets to Brahmins, 11 tickets to Punjabis, 17 as the reserve constituency. They had to give the reserve constituency to them only, to 17
yeah,
reserves. Five, they have reduced the Banias this time. They have given five. Earlier it was seven. So, two Bishnois. Bishnois are Bajalal's One is the nephew, one is the grandson. So
Yeah,
there was no option but to give the ticket. Two Muslims, one Sikh. Total 87 tickets they have announced till now. And Ramvilas Sharma, who was a legend, even if he loses, but that respect should have been honored. But because Khattar has just wiped out all the leadership, the old leadership, except the Anil Vij, he could not do anything with the Anil
yeah,
Vij of Ambala, the ex-home minister. Otherwise, Khattar has done tremendous job and served the BJP in a better way that he smashed the all old leadership of Haryana BJP. Now all are the traders, the defectors, and the grasshoppers. And they are there in the BJP. Whereas the Congress has tremendously has improved their chances, they have just restrained themselves not to allow the defectors and paratroopers and the Dalbadlus into their party, and they are traditionally there in their party, and they have allotted the tickets. What Congress is finding difficult, how to ignore the traditional Congress, strong congressmen, not to give the ticket and to entertain the new people. And there are pressure of the money, might, and power. And Haryana is a very volatile, very aggressive state. And the Congress has to think now, let the ticket come out, then I will be able to tell you exactly the seat wise. But the real
yeah,
drama is going on. BJP has already planned the coalition scenario. They are playing a good politics in especially the 9 constituencies of the Sirsa district, where
yeah.
the Lokdal Chautala has got the thing. Like this, they appears to have a line. I don't, I can allege only with Abhay Chautala because the ticket was given to the Minu Beniwal from the BJP from Ellanabad, but they have not given. They have given ticket to a novice like Mehta to somebody. Ellanabad, Abhay Chautala will win. Ranjit Singh, they have denied the ticket, but they have given the ticket. And Ranjit Singh, Abhay Singh's son from Rania, Arjun Chautala, is
Arjun
contesting
Chaudhary.
against but Ranjit Singh has just turned the table. He is having an alliance with the Gopal Kanda, and he is supporting him in Gopal Kanda in Dabwali. Dabwali is another four-corner contest within the family. The Dushyant Chautala's brother is fighting. Uh, Om Prakash Chautala's grandson is fighting, and Abhay Chautala, the KV Singh's, who is also a relative of Devilal, he is also fighting. Three members of the same family is fighting in the Dabwali. So whoever will win, he will accept the KV Singh's son, who is from the Congress party. He will not shift. So in 9 constituency of the Sirsa district, they have laid out a plan in so fragmented way that if we loses 5 or 6 seats for the coalition or the government, we may gather some seats from the thing. Same thing is happening in Hisar because if you go district wise, I can explain or whatever is
Yeah.
your questions.
Take your point a little further. If there is a situation like 2019, where the parties may change, but there's no clear majority to either the BJP or the Congress. Are you saying that the BJP, as the election strategy progresses and the candidate selection and announcements happen, the BJP, are you saying, is also simultaneously preparing for a post-poll scenario where if it lacks the majority and so does the Congress, the BJP will have the possibility of striking a post poll alliance quickly, or have enough independents winning who can be brought over to the BJP side. Is that what you're suggesting?
I'll tell you the one constituency example I will give you so you can
Yeah,
understand because it will take a lot of time otherwise
yeah,
discussing the 90 constituencies. Like a Pihoa is a constituency of a Sikh dominated constituency.
yeah.
What BJP has done, BJP has not given the ticket in Pihoa to Sikh. Rather, to help Dushyant Chautala, they have given a Sikh candidate in Dabwali. That is
Right.
the cross game is going on. Can you believe it? So
Right.
and there is no chance of the Wali giving a ticket to a Sikh. Those there are Sikhs, but that Sikh constituency is basically influenced by the Devilal family. Chautala village is there. Tejakheda farm is there within that constituency is there. It's a huge empire of the Chautala family is there. That nobody can think to defeat this family there. But within the family, three people are contesting. So you want to help somebody. So you have given a Sikh to someone there rather than to give a Jat or within that clan.
Yeah.
So that is how the BJP is helping. And there are certain problems within the Congress also, like uh, uh, let the ticket decide whether Bhajanlal's son get the ticket from Kalka or not,
Yeah.
because Vinod Sharma's wife, Manu Sharma's
Yeah.
mother, is
Mother.
contesting
Yeah.
from the Kalka. So that constituency is very easy for the Congress to win. But let us see how Bhupendra Singh Hooda tacitly uh, destroy Bhajanlal's son or Bhajanlal's son. I do not know. We'll have to see the list.
Yeah.
Uh, the,
Or
the,
whether
the,
he helps Vinod Sharma, his old pal.
no, that is already there because otherwise,
Yeah.
how Rakesh Sharma, this Kartikeya Sharma would have won the election? No, there is no
Right.
chance.
Yeah.
Even this Kiran Chaudhary got the Rajya Sabha ticket through the help of the Vinod Sharma. Otherwise, other things would have been different. So this is,
Yes.
even and see the what is Haryana is going to be. I tell you, very hilarious election this time, like Tosham. Huh.
Right.
Bansilal's grandson and Bansilal's granddaughter, both are fighting.
Granddaughter. Yeah. So
Same
let me
is,
just ask you another question related to this.
yeah,
Haryana is a state that loves its dynasties. It's got almost every single district you will find, some political family that is holding sway. Of course, within those families there may be clashes, there may be one family pitted against the other, but then that family culture is very strong when it comes to Haryana, and it is across parties. So you can't say that the Congress has dynasties and the BJP doesn't. In fact, I mean, the BJP today, most of the imports that the BJP has from other political parties, whether it is Rao Inderjeet Singh, former Congress leader, now in the BJP, a union minister, his daughter is contesting from Ateli. Kiran Chaudhary, again, former Congress, she has had she struck luck twice within a period of 4 months. She defected from the Congress to the BJP, managed to get a Rajya Sabha ticket and a Rajya Sabha berth for herself, and now has got a ticket for her daughter also from Tosham. In the Congress, you have Bhupinder Singh Hooda. You've got, as you were mentioning, Anirudh Chaudhary, Bansilal's grandson, who's contesting against his own cousin, Shruti Chaudhary from Tosham. You've got the Chautalas, both factions of the family running two separate parties and fielding candidates. You've got Naveen Jindal's mother who's saying that she wants to contest, Savitri Jindal. So, what is it about Haryana and these dynasties? I mean, they all seem to be thriving. Then you've got, again, within the BJP, you've got another import, Bhajanlal's son, Kuldeep Bishnoi, whose son, Bhavya Bishnoi, is contesting. And I mean, then you've got Birender Singh's son, Brijen Singh, contesting. So it's
no,
all
no, you
as if,
see,
it's just a contest within families.
you see in Uchana, there are
Yeah.
two clans. Sir Chotu
Yeah.
Ram's great grandson and Devilal's great grandson, both are contesting. Dushyant Chautala and
Yeah.
Vijender Singh. And
Yeah.
to see the things in a broader perspective, India is basically a dynastic dominated, pan India is a dynastic dominated politics. People, those who were affluent, they entered the politics even after the Indira Gandhi's time and after the independence when the princely states vanished. So, what was the vocation? They had the money. Vocation was the politics, and that was the
Right.
easy game. So they entered into the politics, and that is the easiest thing. They have the name, they have the fame, they have the manpower, they have the easy thing. So the basic struggle is over in the politics. So it is a game, and they have the accessibility to the leadership because they have the connections across the in all political parties. I have seen many dynasties, those who have connections in every spectrum of the life of this country, whether it is bureaucracy, whether it is police, whether it is mafia, whether it is politicians. So that advantage is already there. And this Devilal family is a huge family. They came basically from Rajasthan in 1919, and they are a land owning. Some say around two three
Yeah.
crore rupees. Even the Malta they sell each year. So they are very rich people. Even Birender Singh, even Bhupender Hooda. Bhupender Hooda came from a very gradual family, but his father was an
Yeah.
MP in the pre-independent days, and the minister there in Sir Choturam era. So that was there. So, but now the scenario is changed. What BJP has done, BJP has brought out that politics into the common man. Common man means the traders, the small time businessmen, Punjabis, those who migrated from there, those who are running shop. This Molal Badoli is a cloth merchant. So can
Yeah.
anybody think about in Haryana the Badoli is can be the state president of the political party? No, and that doesn't go along with the stature of the cloth merchant being a state president of the political party. But it's there that you have to accept it. But I tell you, you asked a very pertinent question. This BJP is having a post-poll scenario. That is a strategical election. But unfortunately, BJP is forgetting election. This election is not about a strategy because this election is writings there on the wall. For last 10 years, what has been there in the Jat agitation, farmer agitation, 30 papers of the exams were exposed, leaked, judges recruitment. Even can you believe it? A person in the state gives a bribe of 60 lakh rupees, MLA of their own party, to get a recruitment. So, what Manoharlal Khattar has done, a harm not only to the state, to the BJP, that if they lose this election, I do not see a future of more the next 10 years to 15 years that BJP will ever return to come there in the power because BJP will be taken over by this local parties or the Jat parties, and the Congress in the near future will have the fight not with the BJP but with the Dushyant Chautala, Abhay Chautala, and all these parties. So this is what I perceive as this is going to be the last election of the BJP in the state as a major political opponent of the Congress party. And that is the biggest damage Mr. Manohar Lal Khattar has done to the state and to the party also. Haryana is completely in a mess. I have traveled. Bhiwani is in a mess. You go after the rains, then you can't even have it. You have to put a handkerchief there on the nose, then you can travel in the on the main roads. You see Sirsa. Sirsa is dirty, filthy. There is no water. Cancer patients are there. There is no treatment. Ghaggar River is totally smelled there. You go to Panipat. Panipat totally is in a mess. The people do not know what to do. You go to Kurukshetra, you go to Ambala. Ambala was totally, completely in flood in the last
Yeah.
rainy season. Even Anil Vij has to go to by the boats. So they do not know. They have messed up. What they have done, nobody could understand. They have just created the photo identification, building the offices in the 90 districts, but just cadre recruitment, putting officers there, RSS workers in the DC and SSP's office. This is not the way to run the state. It is a beautiful state. It is a wonderful state. It is a very simple to manage, but they have messed up. And that messed up will cost them heavily politically. All candidates who are running this election, they are not aware about the veracity and the gravity of the political implications of the Haryana state.
Anilji, let me just one question let me ask you about Vinesh Phogat. She's had a lot of personal struggles. She was the face of the wrestlers' protests. Bajrang Punia, uh, who stood, along with her throughout those protests, and both of them also were part of the farmers. They lent support to the farmers' protests. Now, Bajrang Punia is the working president of the Congress's Kisan wing. Vinesh Phogat is contesting the assembly elections. Uh, there are, of course, now allegations coming from the BJP, although sources have been saying that Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh has been asked to keep quiet by the BJP leadership, but he doesn't seem to be keeping quiet. He's constantly attacking Dinesh Phogat. Others in the BJP have been saying that the fact that the Congress has absorbed Bajrang and Vinesh in the party has given Vinesh a ticket now makes it clear that the entire wrestlers protest or how they came out in support of the farmers also who were protesting was all political. It was all a game plan set by Bhupinder Huda. All kinds of those allegations are coming. Vinesh, of course, has given her side of the story, and she said that the only people who were standing with me when I was going through that struggle, when I was being dragged on the roads of Delhi by the Delhi police on the instructions of the BJP, were people from the Congress or other non BJP, non NDA parties. Her contesting this election, how significant do you think it is? Is it going to have an impact on the larger voting sensibilities of women, particularly Jat women? Is it something that the BJP will be able to counter effectively, or has the BJP suffered irreversible damage on that front?
See, the allegations which BJP is putting, that is that doesn't stand anywhere, because Vinesh Phogat case come when the exploitation started by Braj Bhushan Singh and the allegation started. And the Vinesh Phogat doesn't complain suo moto, and till the time she didn't feel that now the steam is out and it has to be brought out before the people, then she started speaking. And Vinesh Phogat, after that, the Congress and other people in the journalist community and the media community came in for her rescue. And this Vinesh Phogat has become a symbol of basically oppression by the BJP, and she will play a victim card. She will explain in the elections what happened in the Paris, and that BJP will not have any answer. She has not started speaking right now, and she will tell how her weight was increased, how she was denied to play in the 53 kg category.
She made
Uh,
sorry to interrupt you, but
yeah,
she made a very interesting revelation yesterday, where she said that that famous photograph of hers after being disqualified, when she's in hospital and PT Usha standing next to her, she made a revelation yesterday where she said that I did not even know that that photograph had been taken. PT Usha came to meet me. That photograph was taken quietly, without my permission, without telling me, and it was circulated in the media without my knowledge. Why it was done, I do not know. And she said that was it part of an agenda just to show that that the government or the center is sympathetic or empathetic to my loss and my disqualification, my suffering, or is it something more? So, I mean, that in itself is a strong revelation to make, and I'm sure as the campaign progresses, there will be more revelations from her, as you said, on the issue of her weight, how she got disqualified in the weigh-in, etc.
see, BJP totally, completely in a fix. They do not know how to deal with the Braj Bhushan Singh. Braj Bhushan Singh is protected by the Amit Shah, and he is anti-Yogi. BJP is in a fix that how to use Braj Bhushan Singh against Yogi and Vinesh Phogat. They are in a catch-22 situation. They do not know whether to do the politics within the game and politics within in the field in the UP. So Brisbane Singh doesn't have any locus standi anywhere, and he is being used. He's a pawn in the hands of the great Home Minister Amit Shah, and he's being used, and he's enjoying his life. It is a simple thing. But Vinesh Phogat card will damage BJP like anything. Number one, women polarization will be there. The sportsmen will gather around her, and third, the Jats will also gather around her. Apart from that, she will tour the whole. See, the sportsmen are like the hero. People don't consider in state the film actors as a hero. The sportsmen and especially the musicians are the great heroes in the Haryana state. They have more respect on the state. When she will travel across the state, it will have an impact. And let us see how the results come. I do not know. I'll go and see one or two rallies, then I will be able to tell you what is the impact is going to be there.
Uh, One last question. As they say about Hindi cinema, about Bollywood, about films, that this story has drama, it's got dialogues, it's got emotions, etc. It's very much the same when it comes to the Haryana election. It's got all kinds of elements for a potboiler. But does it also have the element of surprise, or is it an election where you think the people have already made up their mind, irrespective of what the BJP or the Congress do? The outcome is not going to change. Is it that kind of an election, or do you think that the verdict, even though as we keep pointing out that we don't know all the candidates yet, but nonetheless, do you think is it still an election which could throw up a surprise in the scale of its verdict? Could there be a hung verdict? Would it, or do you think it's going to be a very one-sided election? Do you think the BJP still has a chance, or do you think that the Congress, irrespective of any blunders, infighting, losing its senior leaders, any of that, will still win because the people have made up their mind? What is your?
See, I am not an academician, and I always see election in a very state fashion. I don't do a 2 plus 2 6 or 1 plus 1 21 like this kind of a situation. Haryana is a very simple state, and they have seen last 10 years the atrocities done by the Manohar Lal Khattar government and the non-performance of the BJP government. And that appears to be the BJP government appeared to be the anti-state government, particularly anti-people government. So that point is already there, and this Agniveer has got a very great impact on the state. We Haryanvis are very proud to be there in Delhi Police, CRPF, BSF, military. There is a one region, particularly in the Hisar district, where almost village to village the people are getting recruited there in the armed forces. That is going to have an impact. And what I feel is, apart from all logics and BJP is doing this combination and all that Congress, people have decided to say goodbye to BJP in Haryana.
Right. We've
And
seen
whether
even
they,
the chief minister not contesting from Karnal as everyone had expected. Nayab Singh Saini is contesting from Ladwa, which they're saying he's been shifted there because it's a safe seat. So if their chief
no,
minister,
that is not
who of
safe. See,
course,
I will
okay,
tell you, Indri is a constituency. The
yeah,
Karnadev Kamboj, who contested in the last election, he was supposed to be shifted to Indri, but Ramkaran Kashyap has been given the ticket. Ramkaran Kashyap is a Logdalite who was a Rajya Sabha MP, who was given the vote in the Article 370. Amit Shah showed him a ticket. He was given the ticket. Karnadev Kamboj will see that the Sani should not win the election from there, from the Ladwa. And Rayab Singh Saini was at his home at Karnadev Kamboj. He said, no, this is a deceive. You have deceived me. See, this is intricacies in the election. I am telling you.
right,
I tell you, I can count 19 constituencies on my tips, but that will take a lot of time.
yeah.
So, in a nutshell, I am telling you that this is a goodbye to BJP. Thank you, Mr. Khat. You have served 10 years. Bye-bye. That is the message in Haryana. And let us see. Anything can happen till the time the result doesn't come out. You can't say for surety, but as far as my analysis is concerned, there are no chances of BJP in Haryana.